So the last set of features that we have is under the category of sectional elevation or building elevation. And out of this, the first is the height of the building. So as the name suggests, it's a layer that shows the entire building height. It has a layer name called block 1, whatever the block is, height of building. And the color code is 5. So you have to draw the dimension of the entire building height using this layer. So just to see a reference document, I've denoted the building height from ground to the uppermost part of the slab. We have different sections, layer names for mumty and parapet. So building height will be only included till the top of the slab. Okay. Now the second next feature that we have is basement floor height. This is meant for the provisions where there is upper basement or any upper part of the basement that is going beyond the ground level. So inside it, we have two components. One is the both have the same layer name called block 1 floor -1 building footprint. So just to keep in mind, these two layer names is different and should not be confused with the building footprint layer. The building footprint layer, the naming goes as block 1 level 0, not floor. So when you are making the building footprint, just remember that it is block 1 level 0. And when you are making the basement polygon, it is block 1 floor and not level. It is block 1 floor. And in this basement part, there will always be a negative value against the floor value. So it will always be -1, -2, or so on. So if you use the color code 1, it denotes that the basement floor clear height from beam to floor or from ceiling to floor. You can use this to denote the basement height. In case there is an upper basement or a basement part that is going beyond the surrounding ground, then you can use the color code 2. This shows the upper basement height above the average surrounding ground level. So if I show the second example in drawing, so this is the layer name called block 1 floor -1 building footprint, and the color code is 2. This denotes the upper basement height. And if the value is as per the bylaw, the building height will be automatically deducted and it will give the net building height if it is 1.5 according to bylaws. If it is more than that, then obviously there will be no deductions and the building height will be exactly the same. And similarly for basement height, it's the same layer name, but the color code is 1. Block 1 floor -1 building footprint. So now moving ahead, we have plinth. If there is a plinth area, a plinth height that you have to denote, you can use the layer name called block 1 plinth height. It has a color code 7 and it will be used to denote the dimension of the height of the plinth. Coming to the next part, staircase headroom or flight headroom. This also is a block wise, not floor wise provision that we have. You only have to denote it in any of the one floor that you make. So in block 1, there is a layer name called block 1 stair headroom. It has a color code 7 and it also is a height provision that you have to make using this layer. Now under railing, we have a different type of railings that you can use. All of them will have a same layer name called block 1 parapet height. But if you use the color code 1, it shows the staircase railing height. 2 means the disabled ramp railing height. 3 denotes the parapet or the normal railing height in the roof area. And 4th is the special lift handrail height. So this is the disabled ramp, and if you use color code 4, that is for DA lift, disabled lift. It's a straightforward layer dimension that we have. You just have to use the correct color code and the system will identify what the use of this layer name is. The next is the mumty. It is also block wise, block 1, block 2, whatever the block is, then mumty height. And you can use the color code 7 to denote the mumty height. If you see the reference document, I have denoted the mumty height with this layer name. Now coming to the last two features that we have, one is the entrance gate. For projects such as township, apartments and housing and all, you are required to provide the dimension of the main gate also. So we have three components inside it. The first is the polygon for showing the polygon outline of the main gate. Then we have the main gate width, and then we have the main gate archway height. If this is to be provided only if your design has an archway. Otherwise, you are only required to provide the above two components. One is the polygon and one is the main gate width. So if you see in the reference document that I shared of the apartment and the housing project, I've denoted the main gate width using the layer name main underscore gate and color code is 2. And if there is an archway present, you can use the color code 1 to denote the height. The last is the glass facade opening. This feature is only required in case your entire project is the facade of the project is made out of glass or a commercial kind of projects and all. You can use the layer name block 1 floor, whatever the floor is, and glass facade and the count of the glass facade also. Here you will have to show the opening in elevation or section, glass facade opening polygon. And you can also use, then after that you will also use the glass facade opening height to denote the height of the opening, then width, and also last the height from floor to the glass opening. So after meeting all these requirements, your provision for glass facade openings will be met. So this concludes the section on entire OBPS layers and polygons that we are making. In the next video, we'll take an example of a residential building and we'll see what all layers have to be made and how to do the auto scrutiny.